Hey guys, it's Flip, and today I'm going to do a test and review of this Ryobi 18V One HP Brushless Edger. It's model P2302BTL, and this is supposed to be a step up from their previous 18V Edger. This is not a sponsored review. This tool was purchased from Home Depot's website, and I'll put a link to it under the video if you want to check it out. This came as a tool only. You have to supply your own battery and charger. Let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is unbox this and show you how to put it together, and then I'll show you all its features and how it works. Then we'll put it through a tough test and I'll give you some final thoughts. So Ryobi claims that with their new HP technology and brushless motor, you will get 60% faster cutting and over 35 minutes runtime with their 18V 4 amp hour battery. Now I'm assuming that's with an edge already established and just doing a maintenance cut, but I'm not sure. We are going to be doing both some maintenance edging and trying to establish some new edges along some way overgrown sidewalks. I'm not sure how it's going to go. So here's everything you get in the box. You get the brushless edger with a blade installed, the handle, the manual, and your blade wrench. So to put this together is pretty easy. You just want to pull out this piece of cardboard, and then you're going to line up these screws on the upper shaft with these indentations on the lower shaft, and then just slide that lower shaft into the upper shaft and tighten down your screws. My screws came already installed, so I had to back them out a little bit in order to slide this lower shaft in, or you could just take them all the way out and then put them back in once you have it connected. Then I'm going to loosen this wing nut on the handle and attach it to the upper shaft. You can always adjust that up or down based on where it's comfortable for you. All right, as far as features go, you have an 8-inch blade, and then you have a blade lock button right here. So to change your blade, you just hold in that blade lock button, and that will hold your blade in place, and then you can loosen or tighten down this nut. You loosen this nut by turning it counterclockwise, you tighten it by turning it clockwise, just like that. And obviously, anytime you're messing with your blade like this, make sure your battery is not installed. Other features, you have a blade indicator line right here on the guard, so when you're looking down at it, you can see exactly where you're cutting. That's kind of nice. It has a 5-inch rear wheel with a depth adjustment from a 1/2 inch to 2.25 inches. To adjust it, you just loosen this handle, and then the wheel will slide up and down here, and that'll change the depth of your cutting. Up top, you have your handle, and then you have a lockout trigger. You have to pull that first, and then you pull the variable speed trigger, and that will start the motor. All right, let's test this thing out. So I'm going to go ahead and start right here in the back patio where I've been filming. So as you can see, it is pretty overgrown here. It's not as bad as in the front. I'm going to show you my front sidewalk where there's dirt that even goes way over the edge. This pretty much just has grass that's growing over the edge. There is a little bit of dirt. So we'll see. This might give it a little bit of a workout. So we're going to start out with a fresh battery and we'll see how it does. All right, so we got a full 4 amp hour battery. It's hard to see out here, but we'll go ahead and do this patio and then see how much juice we got left. All right, so always a good idea to wear some pants, boots, and protective eyewear when you're using one of these. I've got the blade set around in the middle, maybe 1.5 inches or so. We're gonna start it there, see how it does, and we'll go from there. That was more overgrown than I thought. All right, first cut down. Takes a little bit of getting used to. One thought is, I think it's a little more powerful than I thought it was going to be. I kind of expected it to bog down once I started hitting that really thick stuff, and it took a little bit of going back and forth, but it did get through it. So I'm going to try dropping the blade down just a little bit deeper, maybe to about 2 inches or so, and we'll see how it does on this other side of the patio. All right, I think I like it better with that blade set a little bit deeper, around 2 inches or so. Kind of impressed with how it did, to be honest. And we'll check our battery, which is going to be kind of hard to see out here in the light. So I've got it under the table, and we've got 2 bars left. So it took 2 of the 4 bars to do that patio. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the front. Now this kind of has an edge established that I do with a string trimmer. It's not perfect, but I think it's more grass overhanging than dirt here. So this should be a little bit easier on the motor. But again, the tough part is going to be when I get out here to this front walk. As you can see, it is way overgrown. So that'll be our real test here in a minute after we do the driveway. Okay, it bogged down a little bit and stopped working. I have heard that if you take the battery off and then put it back on, it'll start working again, so we'll try that. There we go. So I had it bogged down a few times here. Taking that battery off and putting it back on does seem to help it get going again. Again, kind of establishing an edge here, so it's definitely working harder than it would be on a maintenance cut. All right, not bad there. First time ever using a stick edger on this part of the border. It bogged down a few times when it would hit heavier dirt, but you just snap the battery off and then put it back on and it starts working again. I think the more I do this, the less often it will bog down like that. So we'll go ahead and do the other side of the driveway and then tackle this mess. Whew, this might take a while. All right, so this edger may have met its match. It has taken me several minutes and I've only gone from here to here and it just keeps bogging down over and over again. So this may be a little bit too thick of an overgrowth for this to handle. I'll show you what it does. All right, gotta be honest, when I was down here in this really thick stuff, the edger kept bogging down, and I was about to call it quits and say it met its match, but then I just decided to go in and try to switch out the battery. It still had 1 or 2 bars left on the battery, but I put a fresh battery on it and it just started chewing through this stuff. Granted, the dirt does get thinner the farther you go up the driveway, but it just started plowing through this. So kind of changed my mind on this. So moral of the story, keep a fresh battery on this tool and it works a lot better. Or who knows, maybe that first battery I was using was older and didn't quite have as much juice. But I'm gonna go ahead and try the front sidewalk now and see how it does. All right, to do this short distance of this overgrown sidewalk took 3 full 4-amp-hour batteries. So is this tool capable of doing this thick overgrowth? Yes, it is. But is this the right tool for the job? Definitely not. You would be here all day and you would need 20 batteries. Now, this thin overgrowth like this, where I kind of had a line established, it did a great job. So I'll probably keep the tool. So once I have these lines established, I'll be able to use it for easy maintenance. So hopefully this video helped you out if you're looking at edgers. If it did, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.